Topic 7.3, Finding Prime Factors. Alright, so the last topic I told you was one of my favorites. No, this is one of my favorites. I think you guys are going to like this lesson. You already know about how to find factors for a number, breaking it down like if it's a composite number. What we're going to do today is learn how to find the prime factors of a number using factor trees. Alright, here we go. So just to review, a prime number has only two factors, right? Like 7. 7's a prime number. The only way that you can break that down, and I want you to start doing it like this, is we can take 1 times 7. That's it. So these are the factors of 7. But what if we took a number that was a composite number? Let's start small. Let's say 12. Let's break 12 down into its factors. And we're going to keep on going until we can't break it down any further, all the way down to its prime numbers. Let's say 12, let's take it down 3 times 4. That'll get us 12, right? Well, 3 is prime. 4 is that? No, that's composite, isn't it? It's not prime. We can actually break that down even further to 2 times 2. So when we do this, you'll see we end up with 3 times 2 times 2 when we break it down this way. But there are more ways to break down 12, correct? We could go 12, break it down, let's say 2 times 6, right? So we've got a 2, that's prime. Let's go ahead and circle that. 6 is a composite number. We can break that down into 2 times 3. Both of those are composite numbers. Holy cow, look at that. We got a 2, 2, and a 3 here. And breaking it down another way, we still have 2, 2, 3. 12 broken down into composite factors will be 2, 2, 3. This particular one over here, we have 2 times 2 times 3. So it gets us 4 times a 3 to get 12. Over here we have a 2 times 3 times 2. That gets us 6 times 2, again, equals 12. Breaking it down into its prime factors. So let's go ahead and take a look at this and how we're going to write this. Let's go ahead and say 12. We'll divide these up again, factor them down. We had 2 times 6. This goes down to 2 times 3. 2 is prime, 2 is prime, 3 is prime. This one will go ahead and break down 3 times 4. 3 is prime, 4 is not, but we can break that down even further to 2, 2. Alright, so here we have 2 times 2 times 3. Here we just have a 3 times 2 times 2. Think about this. How can we write this out as an equation, as prime factorization? I'm going to show you. We could do 2 times 2 times 3. Same thing over on this other one here. We got 3 times 2 times 2. But remember, let's go ahead and use exponents. 2 times 2. That is the same as saying 2 to the second power, 2 squared, times 3. Over here, we have 3 times 2 to the second power again, because it's just 2 times 2, written with the second power. That's how you can factor things down to their prime factors. I'm telling you, this is pretty cool. Let's look at 36. Let's take 36. Well, we know it's a composite number, right? Many ways that you can multiply things to get to 36. Let's just break it down to probably the easiest way. 6 times 6. Are these 6s, are they prime or composite? Composite, right? We can break those 6s down to 2 times 3. 2 is prime, 3 is prime. Do the same thing over here. 2 is prime, 3 is prime. So let's clean that up. We've got 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. We can write that as 2 squared times 3 squared. So if you were to solve this, 2 squared is what? 4. And 3 squared is 9. 3 times 3 equals 9. So if you were to take 4 times 9, that's still going to get you 36. Let's try that 36 broken down a different way other than the 6 times 6. 36. Let's go ahead and say that is 3 times 12. Okay, so 3 is prime, so that's good. We're good. We're good there. But the 12, we can break that down. Which way do you want to go? You want to do 3 times 4 or 2 times 6? Let's go 3 times 4. Either way will work. 3 is prime. Lock that one in. 4, let's break that down. 2 times 2. Those are both prime. Look at that. Again, we have 3 times 3 times 2 times 2. You can write that, clean it up a little bit, and do 3 times 3, or 3 squared, times 2 times itself, or 2 squared, which again will equal your 36. Let's try this one. Let's go with, 84. Big number. You know what? It's an even number. I'm just going to go ahead and get out that 2 right there. So 2 goes into 84. That's going to be 42. That's prime. Lock it in. Good. 42, there's probably a 7 in there somewhere, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to factor out another 2 just to be on the safe side. That's going to bring me to 21, right? 2 times the 21 gets the 42. Okay, so there's where the 7 is coming in. I see there's a 3 times 7. We know that both of those are prime, so let's go ahead and lock those in. So cleaning this up, we have 2 times 2 times 3 times 7. Or we could write this as 2 squared times 3 times 7 will give me 84. And if you were to multiply that out, 4 times 3 times 7, I bet you'll get 84. Whole bunch of different ways that you could break this down, but you'll always end up with these prime factors. Come on, these are fun. Let's try another one. Let's go with 22. Let's break that down to its prime factors. Even number, let's go ahead and get that 2 out of there. 2 times what equals 22? 11. Whoa, this is as far as it goes. 2 times 11. Those are your prime factors for 22. That was simple. Come on, I'm on a roll here. Ooh, let's try something big. Let's go with 304. Let's break that down. All right, 2. Let's just start with the 2. Not getting too deep here. 2 times what equals 304? Well, 2 times 150 is 300. So that would be what? 152 times 2 will give me 304. Then, alright, so this 2 is prime. 152. Alright, let's go ahead and just stick with 2's. Because it doesn't matter, because those 2's are going to end up at the bottom anyway when you start having the final factorization. So 2 times what equals 152? 2 times 75 equals 150. So 2 times 76, that'll equal 152. So we can go ahead and circle this 2. It's prime. We're on a roll here. Let's go ahead and stick with the 2 here. So 2 times what equals 76? That would be 2 times 38. And let's break that down. Take another 2 out. Okay, let's get that locked in as prime. 2 times what equals 38? 2 times 19. 2 is prime. 19, is that prime? You betcha. So lock that in. So look what we have for our prime factorization for 304. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 19. Or we could simply write that as 2 to the 4th power times 19. Count it. I have you a task to do over here. Go ahead and solve that and follow the instructions, and we'll see you in the morning.